All right, y'all. This is Our Take. This is Mark the moderator. This is good.
Thanks.com. The game always.
Leaf is only family. Brooklyn forever. Doc Rivers should be charged with malpractice.
Avery, the process. Yo, Ben, hold your head, homie.
Yo, all right. So go ahead, Leaf. You were saying.
All right. So everyone is killing Ben, rightfully so. Doc is getting a pass, right? Joel Embiid is getting a pass for his horrible second half. In game 4 and game 5, those 2 games alone, Joel Embiid equaled 16 turnovers. It was 8 and 8. That's 16, right? If I know how to correct. In just those 2 games, he had 16 turnovers with horrible second half. Let's not act like his shooting percentage ain't go from, I believe it was 57% in the first half to damn near 30 in the second half. At one point throughout the series, what was he, Avery, in the second half? Was it 3 for 25?
3 for 21. That's a date.
321.
321.
21. I think that was before game 7.
Before game 7.
Horrible. As your best player, that is horrible.
But can I say this? I'm sorry. I got to get back at you with that.
He has a torn meniscus.
That same energy ain't getting back with Harden. Nobody giving Harden that same energy. Nobody gives Harden the same energy. Harden got a bad hamstring. That's what we give Harden. And B played on a torn hamstring. On a torn meniscus. He's horrible.
Hold on.
Come on, y'all. Like, just be balanced.
Hold on, Avery. I'm going to give you pushback on that, Avery. Because Harden couldn't move. Joel Embiid is dropping 27 in the first half.
Yo, you know what a torn meniscus is? Like, does any at 7 feet, like,
I had one.
I don't know what the hell Leaf is saying.
At 7 feet, almost 300. You know what playing on a torn meniscus is?
7'2".
Hold on. Wait, hold on. I gotta ask this question though. Avery, how do you have a torn? How can you drop 27 in the first half on a torn meniscus, and then the second half you got 4 points? Come on, man.
Now, can you get the other side? Wait. Can you get the other side of my argument though? I've said, and I've been very consistent. Yo, you on the court? I don't want to hear no excuses.
Well, hold on. Listen, let's keep it above.
Yo, Embiid deserves a lot of blame. I'm not saying he doesn't. But all I'm saying is we're going back to the segment we had before. Yo, the Nets was hurt. What's the problem? Yo, if they had all their players, they'd be good. Embiid had the same issue. He was hurt. So why don't he get the same pass? I'm just confused at that.
Because he dominated in one half. We never
that's
James
what it is.
Harden never dominated.
So if James Harden hits, only if you dominate, you good. If you don't, you get the pass for being injured. So if James Harden hits the game winner against the Bucks, he's good. We forget about the injury.
Hold on, Banks. Go ahead, Banks.
Nice balance.
Oh my God, this is
anybody
ridiculous.
Playing on a torn meniscus or anything like that, it could feel all right and you could do your thing for a little while. But if that thing starts flaring up, it's gonna make a difference. Like, and Leaf, you've had a torn meniscus. You can play for some time. You could do your thing for a little bit, but if it starts bothering you, you're a completely different person.
And Leaf, you ain't playing no 48 minutes.
No. Hold on.
We played for 2 hours straight.
We're not.
And I don't have medical dudes like how
wait,
the Sixers had. And
wait.
Hold on, Mark. And when y'all going up by 25 points in the first half, that excuse of the meniscus is not being used.
I got a better one for you. Hold on. Avery, I got a better one for you. If it's that serious, then why are you flopping on the ground? You falling constantly. If you got a torn meniscus and you worried about injuries and you having a bad second half, why is it not happening in the first half? You can't sit around and now turn around and say, "Oh, it's the torn meniscus." I'm not saying he's not injured. I'm just saying he has to get the smoke for having a horrible quarters.
I'm okay with that. I'm just saying, can we give James Harden the smoke too? That's all I'm asking.
Give him the gunshot. Give him the gunshot. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because I said, when you like somebody, you're not going to talk about how ugly they are. Which is how it is.
No, listen, James Harden. I wasn't here for the rest. James Harden had a horrible game 7. He looked like James Harden in the playoffs. He was like 2 for 17. And all I'm saying is, no one is talking about how bad Embiid played.
Leaf, I'm totally agree with you. And Leaf, I tried to bring it up a couple of times. I'm gonna
tell you why. Let me tell you why nobody's talking about Embiid. Unfortunately, nobody's talking about Embiid because the most glaring thing was back. No. That's why. I'm telling you,
because of Doc Rivers and Ben Simmons is covering Embiid, and people don't want to look beyond that because he did have a good first half. his numbers look sexy because it's coming from the first half. But let me say, hold on, Banks. I just want to bring this up. When when Luka did the same thing, I was the one bringing up where he at in the fourth quarter. Nobody want to talk about it. Now, I keep saying, if you have a sexy first half, that's not the game. The game is 2 halves. The second half is just as important. If you ain't showing up for the second half, that's a problem.
But that's what I'm saying.
So hold on. Coaching matters, right? We're giving Doc blame. And like it's going both ways. You're giving Doc a lot of the blame. Now, granted, Doc deserves a lot of the blame, taking out the starters and everything. But at the same time, your players got to play. So, like, if you know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying. You're like, yo, the bad coach, but then you're saying the players weren't playing well either.
Listen,
your 2 best players playing well.
Say it, Banks. Say it, Banks. Because when I said it, it didn't sound right. When I said it, it didn't sound right.
This is my thing. If your team is up, why are you taking your foot off the gas so early?
I'm not
disagreeing. This is what I'm saying. That's telling me that.
But you can't overcome 18 turnovers, Lee. You can't overcome turnovers in the fourth quarter. You can't overcome as a coach missed free throws. You cannot overcome guys missing clutch shots. You can't as a coach. You can't overcome that.
Hold on. Atlanta didn't overcome those same things. Atlanta only had one good shooting game. That was game 1.
Hold on. Atlanta didn't have their best player having 8 turnovers in the second half in 2 games back to back. They didn't have that.
Can I say this?
Okay, they didn't have the missed free throw. They didn't have the missed free throw. They didn't have the lack of clutch shooting. Tobias Harris disappearing. Again, I keep saying, players' performance comes into the coaching as well. That's all I'm saying to you.
Tobias Harris disappeared and Curry stepped up. Yo, my man, what you call it, Trae Young in Game 7 was what until that fourth quarter came.
He was bad. He had 21 points.
They overcame it, right?
12 assists. He still did other things. Yes.
They overcame it.
Yes.
So good coaching versus bad coaching. And this is the thing, right? So I've been saying this about Doc Rivers for years. This is not new, bro. No one wants to see this about Doc Rivers. This is not new. If you want to talk about X's and O, Avery, Doc Rivers is, I got good players. I'm going to roll the ball out, go play ball. If you watch him all the time in the Clippers, that's how he ran ran the team.
Let me ask a question. Last year, game 7 against the Nuggets after being up 3-1 in Game 7, did Paul George show up?
They played bad.
Kawhi Leonard show up?
They play bad. But
how
did you not hear
do a coach overcome that? Well, I'm asking a question.
What I just said?
How does a coach overcome that?
Did you not hear what I just said? Roll the ball out to my best players and go play. Go make it happen. That's what Doc
Rivers ain't answering the question. But how do a coach overcome when you put your trust in your best players?
Can I say?
How do you overcome them failing you?
Let me jump in.
I got a good one. How do players overcome a coach that's no type of organization? No game plan. No. Just go ball.
I'm not gonna say that, Lee. But here's the thing. One thing I do notice about Doc. Doc has a propensity of going away from what's working a lot. I will say that. Seth was cooking in Game 5.
Game 7. Early. He was cooking in Game 7.
In Game 5 early, he was cooking. He went away from him. To Leaf's point, if y'all heard me make mention, one of the things I remember a long time ago, Mark was like, "Yo, hey, if you was holding, you're not holding Doc to the same fire you held Brett to." But I did mention this. I said, one thing I don't like about Doc, this guy with this all bench lineup stuff, he got to stop that nonsense. And he played 10 deep in a Game 7. And in that Game 5, he left them dudes out there. The lead shrunk to 7 before he decided to put his starters back there. To me, Game 5 is an elimination game, in my opinion.
But hold on, but Avery, didn't you say hold on, Lee? Because I got to bring it up, Avery, because you said with the Nets that they got to get you one game.
Yes,
your best player got to get you one game. Hold on. Let me finish now. Your best player turns over the ball at a crucial time. Your best player missed 2 free throws.
I think I'm not clear. Okay, let me be clear about what I'm saying here.
But you held KD feet to the fire. You said you got to get me one game.
Yep.
Okay.
So let me.
And B got to get you that one game.
Let me be clear. So I think what's happening is we don't understand the pie. Doc, in my opinion, is 30 to 40% the problem why we lost that series. All right. The rest of that, we can add Embiid, definitely Ben, and you can add the players. I'm sorry. the players still got to put the ball in the basket as well. But Doc his feet have to be held to the fire with those rotations he had. You cannot throw Shake Milton in the game when he hasn't played since game 3 in game 7. You can't do that. Like that's just crazy to me. That's asinine to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me is bad. But when you up that many points, particularly at home, you can't lose lead like that.
Avery, you said KD got to get you to one game. Banks said he scored 48 points. You said he still got to get me game 7. Am I right or wrong?
And I said Nash got to call that timeout too.
Wait. I'm saying to you now, Embiid had a chance to get this game, and he failed you.
Game. He turned the ball back hard. Yo, hold up. First of all, don't even get me started with Embiid sitting out there in the 3-point line. Don't even get me started with that. That's a sign of fatigue all day. Sitting out there, he don't want to bang no more. So he said, "Yo," and how many times during the game, Leaf witness, Mark witness, did I say Embiid let the guy guard him off the hook all the time? Always letting them off the hook. Nobody can guard. You let them off the hook. You're sitting out there, and now to Leaf's point, yo, Doc gotta tell him, yo, get your big ass down there. And don't get, and another thing Doc did, and I'm giving blame to everybody. Doc gives the ball to Embiid at the top of the key to run a play to back down Gallinari at the top of the key. Come on.
Wait.
I got a newfound respect for Embiid early in the series. Those games were bad. But on the block, he's unguardable. The problem I think Embiid has, he got too many tools in his toolbox. He can hit the 3. He has a handle and all that. On the block, if Doc just tells him get on the block and you don't move from there, I just want you to dominate from the block. Nobody can stop Embiid.
And my biggest thing with Embiid, and Mark is gonna agree with me, yo, you can't be a big man, right? You can't get down in the block, and I know why he got away from the block, and expect a foul to get called for you all the time when you're in the playoffs. The refs is not bailing you out. Stop it. You got to play ball, man. And then to get in the press conference and then say, yo, the refs, yo, come on, my man. Stop.
What I'm going to say is, and I'm going to agree with Leaf, is that the blame is supposed to go around. It shouldn't stop at Doc and Ben Simmons.
I agree.
The blame should go around because Embiid should get just as much blame as everybody else does. Tobias also.
24 points, 24 shots.
That's been the only thing, Leaf, and I'm going to say it here. I keep saying the energy towards certain guys is very different. It's very different.
I have a question. In historical bad playoff losses, who's the common denominator?
It's going to be Doc. Come on. It's going to. But wait. But Leaf. But I looked up something. In his historical losses, you have to see the performances that came along with those losses. It's not just Doc alone. That's all I'm saying to you. You got to be able to have your players show up. Now, Banks and I, we can sit here and say the Knicks might have looked a lot better had Randall showed up. The fact that Randall didn't show up made it hard for anybody to win a series because the guy's not playing. If you ain't playing well, what do you expect a coach to do?
The thing is with coaching, like it's been said already, is that you put your players in the best position to win. Doc made some mistakes, but you can't overcome 2 of your best players playing like that. That's just hard to do. And I'm not really a Doc Rivers fan, but as a coach, there's only so much you can do. You know what I'm saying? Phil Jackson. The great Phil Jackson wasn't getting some of those Sacramento teams to 6 chips and all that. You still got to have players to go out there and do what they're supposed to do.
Also,
at halftime, what did I text? Turnovers are gonna do the Sixers.
Listen.
Turnovers are gonna do the Sixers in this game.
Let me say this also. As a coach, you've been rocking with your team. You know your team the best, and I know what fans feel. At the end of the day, there's a trust factor there. If you, like Lee, I had said it to you, just to pull Ben and yank him like that, you might lose him. You got to know.
You lost him already.
Listen.
I said you should have pulled him.
He lost him.
That was bad coaching to leave him in.
But now.
But he pulled them, no, Leaf.
He pulled them and still lost. So, I mean, you can't win. That's why I keep saying, because
you was bad coaching.
But you got to show both. Wait, Leaf. But you can't talk about one is bad coaching when they do what you wanted them to do, and then when they do it, it don't work. It can't be bad coaching. It can't be both.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
But here's bad coaching. Here's bad coaching because let's look where Embiid turns the ball over at. Avery, how long have I been saying, yo, if Embiid gets the ball at the top, I'm double teaming him
all day.
He's not good. He's gonna turn the ball over. As a coach, that's when you make sure he doesn't get the ball up there. You put him in the.
He didn't turn the ball up top. He turned. No, he wasn't. He wasn't up top.
He wasn't up top, but he got.
He wasn't up top. Leaf. He wasn't up top.
Okay, Leaf. Let me help you with the context a little bit. You don't need Embiid trying to handle the ball to get down to the block from the top of the key. Just not. It's a recipe for disaster. But
Avery. But we also know that players freelance as well, and a dude like Embiid, they do freelance because he's looking for his shot. He's looking for his. I think
the biggest Doc blunder was Game 5, leaving Ben in and allowing them to hack a Ben during all that time, and you up that many points. That's the biggest Doc blunder.
Listen. Let me just say this. Kind of, sort of. I'm going to agree, but here's the problem. When the backup guard came in, they lost something offensively. The offense stalled without Ben being in. So I think you Maxey coming in, you got to put that into context as well, because the team doesn't flow the same because you built it. And I said it, you build a team around a guy that runs the offense. At the end of the day, you take them off, you're going to lose something. So, it is a bad situation. That's why I said, and before we end, the Sixers roster is a bad put together roster. I've been saying it for a minute. That's all I'm going to keep saying to you.
Yo, all this talking about what Philly didn't do. Shout out to Nate McMillan for what they did do.
Give Atlanta credit. Please give Atlanta credit.
I give Atlanta no credit.
Yo, we're going to come right back with that because that's another point I want to make.
That's Atlanta.
All right, y'all. Peace.